High five the PAYE. Old school. So there's 3 people that are employed. Is that what we're talking about? Honestly, I'm being serious. There's only 3 people in this room that are employed. 4, 5, 6. Right, Jesus Christ. Seriously? It's not like a dirty word, is it? That's brilliant. Everyone reluctantly, oh, hey, I'm employed. Amazing. I love that when you're embarrassed about having a job. Brilliant. Welcome to this economy. So anyway, I'm sat in the box room, aggressively waiting for the phone to ring. Incidentally, by the way, in the underpants, my wife described me nude as an egg on legs. Something for the weekend for you, alright? Sorry, don't beat me up. But I went downstairs, self-employed. I went downstairs to watch some Jeremy Kyle. And I'm waiting for those all-important DNA results. Right, the ones who are laughing are self-employed, love that. Right? And I'm waiting for those all-important DNA results to find out whether it was Steve or Dwayne that had got Chantel from Ken in Town pregnant. When the phone goes, hurrah, it must be that yell.co.uk advert paying off. Anyone else did a yell.co.uk advert that was going to save their business? Oh, just me then. So the phone goes, so I paused as a Sky Plus. Got to keep your essentials on your skin. And incidentally, I was there watching Jeremy Kyle, you know, managing director of my own business. And I had a wet flannel on my head, wet cloth, and a cup of tea. People say, why do you have a wet flannel on your head? Because I wondered whether it was managing director or managing fucking depression. Because nothing prepares you for what it's like to run your own business. You come out of business and you start doing corporate, and it's fabulous. These guys don't really appreciate me as much. I'm on 60,000 quid. I could have burnt them £750,000. I'm going to start my own business off. 3 months later, shit, I've got no money. Start getting depressed. Start getting worried. Start getting finances. And as your savings start ebbing away, so does your motivation, so does your confidence and so forth. That's what happened to me. So I picks the phone up. The wife says to me, just to put this in perspective, the wife is in full-time employment, about 14 grand a year, baby Ben's in childcare, £6.5 an hour, and I'm managing director of my own business, watching Jeremy Kyle. The wife says to me, how's it going? You know, when the boss asks you, how's it going, and it's going shit, what do you say? Fine. Brilliant. You guys are good today, that is. Fine. Yeah, lots of irons in the fire, honey. She says, Brad, when HSBC starts taking irons in the fire for mortgage payments, do you let me know? Until such time, you're going to have to do something. Yes, but I can earn more money than any part-time job in 1 hour. I've only got to go, yeah, whatever. But you're not at the moment. So Monday to Friday, hi, I'm Brad Burton, the award-winning marketeer. The company's called Full Consultancy. We're a full-service new media and creative design agency. Lovely to meet you. Friday, 6 PM, ding dong, hello mate, Domino's Pizza. Oh, you're laughing more than I was, I'll be honest with you. I used to deliver pizzas 10 years ago to keep my business afloat. And it all went horribly wrong one day when I rang the doorbell, ding dong, door opens. Standing there is one of my clients from a marketing business. And I'm there with a freaking pizza bag and a Hawaiian meat feast. Right? Brad, what are you doing here? What it is, Steve, is we're undertaking a direct marketing campaign for Domino's, so I thought I'd really get a feel for the organisation by delivering pizza for the weekend. The worst or the best bit about it? Even give me a frigging pound tip. So I started my business off, and this is what I'm trying to say. If right now you're running your business, if right now you're struggling, if right now your savings are gone, if right now your wife or your partner's telling you to go and get a proper job, at least you know where you stand. Let me tell you something. I've started my business off 10 years ago with nothing. I now run a multi-million-pound international business. I'll ask you this question, and I want you to answer it yourself. What's your excuse? Because you will be giving yourself an excuse as to why your business isn't working. Well, we did a marketing campaign, we did a telemarketing campaign, we did an email campaign. Yeah, well, if it's not working, it's your fault. Don't blame the economic climate. Don't blame being locked in a coal shed when you're 7. Because we tell ourselves these stories in the same way I told myself that I'm a northern monkey that's never going to amount to anything. You know, I started my business off for networking. We're doing the speed networking today. People laughed in my face. Laughed in my face, literally laughed in my face. I had 2 people, I always remember it. And if you've got people laughing in your face or people telling you to not believe in your dreams, what we need to do is use that negative energy to drive you. Because that's what happened. These people that laughed in my face galvanised me. They galvanised me. This was my Robert the Bruce moment. My moment to go bollocks to this. There's a friend of mine, a guy called Darren, and he worked at Tesco's. And he's there, been there for about 12 years on their management training programme, 65 grand a year. And the guy who trained him was a guy called Roger. Roger had been there years. Roger was on £105,000 a year. Big money, and that's what life's all about, isn't it? Big money. That's what success is about, big money. 105 grand a year. And It was his last day, and one of the directors from Tesco's was coming down to give him a send-off in front of 100 staff and 500 customers on a busy Tesco's Superstore on a Friday afternoon. And at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, the phone goes, "Hello, is that Roger?" "Yes, hello, it's Steve, one of the directors over at Tesco's. How are you today?" Good. "How's Carol, your wife?" "Right, you got divorced 3 years ago, sorry about that. Roger, what it is, I can't actually make it down today. Thought I've run out of day, not enough hours in the day. So it's a little bit embarrassing. I know we're supposed to be giving you a send-off today. We have sent you a £100 gift voucher and some flowers from head office. So once again, apologies about that. All the best with your retirement." He put the phone down. Roger was taken back by this, and he spoke to the guy who trained him, a guy called Darren, so he trained for 12 years. Darren was furious, and he said, "I'm not having this." And there's been times in your life when you've been furious. There's been times in your life when you're not having it, when actually you just get pushed one too many times. And this was what happened here. Darren was furious. He was not having this. "Roger, get off me, mate." He stormed onto that Tesco's Superstore, busy Superstore, Friday afternoon. And he went straight to the centre of that store and thought, "You know what? Potentially going to lose my pension, going to lose my job here, like the sole principal, but I'm going to go and do this. I'm going to go against every bit of Tesco's management training." He went straight to the centre of that store, took a big deep breath in, sense checked it again. "Am I really prepared to do this?" "Yeah, I am." And you know what he did? He stole a cake. That's right, people. Caterpillar cake, reduced from £6 to £4, yellow sticker. And he then took it back into the staff room, and him and Roger, they cut into the cake and they ate the cake. Fight the power, brother. And then Roger walked home after 52 years of service at Tesco's. Roger walked home after 52 years of service at Tesco's. No gold watch, no whip round, director couldn't be fucking bothered to come down. Ask yourself this: on your last day of employment, on your last day of your working career, what are you heading for? Greatness, ticker tape parade, or a fucking stolen Caterpillar cake? Because it's interesting that you need to sense check what's going on here. Because I said from the outset, we just get up every single day and do what we do. I started my own business 10 years ago to get off a hamster wheel of employment. Fast forward 10 years, I'm on a hamster wheel of self-employment. The difference is it's going faster. And you need to understand why you're doing it. And I want you to ask this question right now. You have arrived at your destination. You have arrived at your destination. You have arrived at your destination. I was speaking in Edinburgh, and I put in my sat-nav where I was going. And they said, "You have arrived at your destination." I'm thinking, no frigging not. I'm in the middle of a field, 3 miles away from where I'm supposed to be. Where's your destination for your life programmed to? No GPS. Because you don't just jump in a car, like I did coming from Somerset, to arrive here, and just hoof it. I put it in sat-nav and followed it, M5, M4, lovely, turn left there. So where is your sat-nav for your life programmed to? Because if you haven't programmed it, you're just going to fucking drive on dangerously. Well, where's your life? Sorry, where's your sat-nav for your business programmed to? Because they're two separate destinations. So if prior to me probing you, bad word, in lieu of the U-tree inquiry, but nonetheless, prior to me saying that, where was your life going? Because you just get up every single day, get up and go to work and then, oh, have a glass of wine. It's a very interesting one, and it's one that makes you think. And I want you to ask yourself this question right now: why are you doing it? And I want you to ask that and answer that to yourself. Why are you doing it? Because if your only motivation is money, it's not enough. I remember 10 years ago me wanting a Lamborghini. I had it all specced out, went on there, looked online and worked it out, blah, blah, blah. I can't think of anything worse now, 10 years on. Don't get me wrong, if I won the lottery, first thing I'd do is go and buy that Lamborghini. But I'm unprepared to work for it. And this is what I need you to understand. Because your barometer of success that people try and put on you, turnover, house, car, it's bullshit. I did something the other day at Bradcamp. An exercise, we wrote on the board, option 1 is a £10 million business. Option 2 is a £5 million business. Who'd like option 1? Everyone. Option 1, £10 million business, unhealthy, unhappy, divorced. Option 2, £5 million business, healthy, happy, married. But you know what? People aren't looking at your balance sheet. People would be saying, hey, well, guess what? You managed to lose 5 million off your turnover. Therefore, you're a failure. That's what happened to me. This is what happened to me. 3 years ago, I had a nervous breakdown. Me, Mr. Motivator. Let me just explain for those people that don't understand what a nervous breakdown is. It means you've gone fucking mad. Because the pressure of business and life caught up with me. And I was having a one-to-one at 4 Networking. We had 3 10-minute one-to-ones. And I met Debbie Huxton, the lady who just spoke here. First time I ever met her. I've been 10 minutes. First time I just met her. Can we have a chat? Yeah, sure. Sit down. And she said to me, Debbie, Brad, can I be really honest with you? Well, sure, of course. She says, I think you're suffering massive stress and anxiety. I said, what makes you say that? She said, 7 years as an A&E nurse. I started crying in front of a lady in a business capacity that I just met. Me, big tough guy, Manchester, 16 stone, bruiser. Crying 3 years ago. And I want you to understand that the most important thing in your life and in your business is not your fucking business. You know, we get it all twisted. You get people come to these environments and they eulogise and they say, yes, you can have ultimate success. Pan sellers, I call them. People that you flock to these seminars. There was that one the other day. Hi guys, okay, so this training course will be £3,000, but if you come to the front now, you can get it for $297. People running to the front. Pan sellers. People that promise you gold, and that's what people queue up for, and they end up selling you a pan. There is no certainty, there is no shortcuts to success, none. Sorry to break it to you. You're going to go through that, which is what I did. You're going to go through that bit where you start testing yourself. You're going to go through where you start losing your faculties, where you start losing your relationships. And I say to you this, what price are you willing to pay for success? What price are you willing to pay for success? What is it that's so important about a Q7 that you're willing to lose your health? What is it that's so important about double banistered stairs or gold taps that it's worth losing your children for? Because this is what happened to me. I was so focused and tuned in to business success, I was willing to pay that price, the ultimate price. And my life was like a game of Jenga. Wooden blocks, taking them out. I had this big tower of business success, and people would say, oh look Brad, you're on television, you're on radio, you've got a double page spread in the Times. Brad Burton, networking genius, changing the face of business, brilliant. And my children were handed off to me at weekends. Then I'd go and sit in McDonald's with them. Hello mate. Yeah, I know me and your mum have fell out. But it's okay, because we've got a multi-million-pound business, eh? Let's go and buy that stuff. That stuff you want. People, understand this. You have something right now. Every single person in this room has something that one of the richest men in the world doesn't have. Steve Jobs. You have it today. You have it tomorrow. If I was selling extra days of your life right now for £1,000 a day, who'd want one? Nobody. If you was going to die tomorrow, how many would you buy? As much as you could afford. You'd sell everything. That says to me that today is as valuable as the last day of your life. The difference is we take it for granted. In the same way I took my wife for granted. In the same way I took my family for granted. In the same way I took my health for granted. In the same way I took myself for granted. People, understand this. Steve Jobs dead, $69 billion. Couldn't stop him from having that cancer that killed him, pancreatic cancer. $69 billion. Gone, finished. How much do you reckon he'd give you for one day of your life? $69 billion. And what do you believe he would do with that last day of his life? Do you think he'd go, fucking hell, I need to work in this iPhone 7 architecture? Of course not. He would go and say the things that he wanted to say to his family. He would say to his partner, his loved one, you know what, let's not argue about the dishwashers. He'd go and take his children to the duck pond and go and skim pebbles. And I say to you now, why wait? What are you waiting for? Because you have the opportunity today to go and see your mum, to go and see your gran, to go and take your children to the duck pond, to walk away from the proposal that you know deep down is going nowhere. You have something that you need to put in front of your business, your life. I realised that I nearly lost it all. And let me explain something about my situation. I was one day away from getting a divorce lawyer. And myself and my wife sat down in this big posh house that we bought, and we cried. And my wife said to me, the turning point, absolute turning point, the absolute turning point for me in my life, right? My wife said to me, I understand how we got here. She would be well within her rights to say, fuck you, do one. But she didn't. She was brave enough to say, I understand how we got here. Some of you people may not be lucky enough to have a wife who's daft enough to say that. This is your life. In the same way that I do business in my way of doing business. Smart operators told me I wouldn't be a success. I don't see those people here. Smart operators told me nobody would be able to, don't see my book making #2 on the charts and for being Smith. Smart operators said I wouldn't be able to run a business, it's not the depth or breadth of my organisation. I ignored them. And this is what I say to you, spend 100% of your time being you. And if people don't like you for being you, next. It's your life, stop conforming. Stop conforming to somebody else's rule book as to what your life should be. Gentleman with the tie over there, take your tie off, come on. Take your tie off. You, I'm looking at you. Take your tie off. Come on, take your tie off. Big round of applause, come on! Right? It starts with this, it starts with doing these little changes. It starts with saying, yes, I can be something, that I don't have to be put into this box that somebody told I'm a working class monkey. I'm serious, be you, be you. You know, I speak like this all day long. I speak like 200, 300 days a year speaking. And I spoke, Debbie was with me at a place over in Cambridge, a really big company. They got me there. And the managing director, all the staff were there. And the managing director cracked a joke. Hey look, I've just tripped up. Everyone's falling over laughing. It was just nuts. You know, hey look, a custard pie in one of the director's faces. Not funny. Right? But nonetheless, everyone's laughing. I went out to the loo, and two of the guys were on the wheel, and he goes, God, this is shit, isn't it, today? Right? Not motivational at all. So I was the last guy speaking, and the director was due to say, hey, he's the UK's #1 motivational speaker. I went, the managing director, whew, I can't remember what I'm supposed to say here. It's just some fat bloke from Manchester. Nuts. So I'm there speaking in front of 250 people, and I'm dying. Absolutely dying. These guys just look at me like that. Horrible. There's going to be times in your life when you're on stage in your life when it's all on you, when you can't run anywhere. And that's about decisions in your life as well. I remember up there, Debbie watched this. This was like she described it as a crucifixion. These guys wanted to vent all the shit they'd gone through one day on me. And I had no option. I'd been paid heavily to be there. And I said to them, I was thinking, I'm just dying, everything I was saying, just dying. I went, you know, in life, in situations, there's times when you're on the stage and people look at you and you don't know what to say, and people look at you blankly. And I said, look, I always talk about on my team show, win some, lose none. And experience is what you win when you lose. When things don't go your way, you win experience as a down payment on a future mistake. And I've learned something today. Would you like to know what that is? And I said, yes. Never do a fucking job in Norwich, and I walked off. True story. But as one door closes, another one opens, and I got invited to. I'm not even going to do that, right? I'm not even going to do that. We've got 7 minutes left. I'm going to make it count. You know, I was writing that book, Life Business Just Got Easier, and I was writing it, and my boy came in. He was 4 at the time, and I'm there. Tap, 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 tap. Dad? Yes, mate. He tried to sit on my knee, like 4-year-olds do. Yeah, that. I spot the parents. And Brandon, on your bike. Come on, mate. Daddy's got to earn pennies. Come on, piss off. On your bike. Stop. Come on. Daddy's got to earn pennies. On your bike. Yes, mate. I love you too. Yeah, no, I know, mate. I know you really love me. And I love you too, mate. Come here. Sat on me. He sat on my knee. And you'd recognise this as a parent or anyone who's got grandkids and what have you. He said one more time, Dad, I really love you. Oh, mate, that's lovely. And then you know what he did? He turned to me one last time, kissed me on the cheek, and he nicked my iPad. He nicked my fucking iPad. Right? Let me tell you something, people. That's what life's about. Life's nothing to do with proposals, finishing books off. Life's to do with having your iPad nicked by your Brandon. Because you've got someone in your life right now that you've been overlooking. Something in your life right now. People just look left. I've seen loads of people just look left, and they're thinking about that individual right now. You take it for granted. And I want you to do something right now. Grab your phone. I'm asking you to do one thing today. Grab your phone. Everyone grab your phone. want you to text that person right now that you've been overlooking, taking for granted. I want you to text them this message. What the name is, I love you, comma, you know, question mark, a kiss. Do it. There will be a time in your life when you're not in a position to do this. I love you, comma, you know, question mark, and a kiss. Trust me, some people are going, I'm not doing that, no. Well, I'll tell you what, on the last dying breath of your life, I bet to God you wish you'd have done that. You didn't remember my ear, but you'll remember these words, that you wish you'd have listened to that fat bloke from Manchester and sent that text message. Do it. This is magic. This is what the bravery about your life's about. But if I said to you, what I want you to do when you finish it, I want you to bring your #1 client and tell them you'd like to have lunch. Guess what? Everyone will be going, oh yeah, what a great idea. I'll tell you something, at the end of your days and your last dying breath, your #1 client isn't going to be at your bedside, I promise you. You know, I want you to think about something right now. That you're captain of a ship. You are the captain of a ship, your ship. And over here is an island with health and relationships. And over here is an island with wealth. Wealth beyond your wildest dreams. More gold than you could possibly wish for. Which one are you full speed ahead towards? Because you can't go to both. At some point, in order to get to success, right, wealth and all that shit, you're going to have to burn into your relationships and your health. And if you're unprepared to do that, be honest with yourself right now and won't get a proper job. At least you know where you stand. Because there's no shortcuts. No matter what anyone tells you, there's no shortcuts. Well, Brad Camp is available. Joking, right? There's no shortcuts. It's going to be a tough, arduous journey. Right. It's now 45. I really should shut up now. But I'm going to do 1 more minute. 1 more minute. And I'm just trying to think, what am I going to do that's going to change things for you forever? You know, we bought this house, an old post office in the Somerset village, and the wife said to me, the first summer we was there, in each of the corners of the room, the front room, there was a spider. Right? Just there, I don't know if anyone knows about spiders, but there was one there. Right? Bear in mind, I'm from Salford, Manchester. Right? If we ever see fires, we burn the house down. But there's a spider in each thing. I said, do you want me to get these out, honey? You know what she said? Oh, I don't mind small spiders. Small spiders grow into big fuck-off ones. Right now, you know, when I say small spider, there's something going on in your life that you ain't dealing with. Whatever it is, but it's overeating, smoking too much, drinking, whatever it is, philandering, whatever shit you're up to, and you are, I can tell you're guilty shuffling now. Whatever that is, and you know it's going to cause you problems, and this is what we do. We end up doing stuff to get rid of our problems. So when I was going through all that pressure, I'd end up drinking more or whatever I was up to, right? And that short-term stuff ends up creating you more problems long-term. So you don't mind small spiders, they grow into big ones. I want you to commit yourself today to do something about those small spiders. Because the longer you run in life, the weaker you become. My name is Brad Burton. You know what? I'm not as thick as I look. Thank you very much. If anyone is interested, I do have some cards here with a bit of information about me, so do come and get them. Thank you. No. Sorry.